All right, hello. My name is Geladoe, and this is my interview where I interview myself. And I'm gonna also play some beats. And these are beats on this thing right here, Boss SP505. It's not a computer, as you can tell. It's a lot harder to make beats on here, but it's a cool experience. I feel like an old head. Yeah, it's very cool. So, it's funny because even the beats sound kind of like old head beats too. So, I think it's pretty cool. As far as like how I make my beats, I guess I make them. I guess I'm just an old head because I like sampling from record players. I like sampling, which is, foundation of hip hop type of thing. But yeah, someone who doesn't know how to play instruments, I think sampling it's just what works best for me. And yeah, dang, I definitely didn't start by using samples. But when I did start, it was on FL Studio. I got it in like middle school. And I think I got it because, like, funny enough, like in my middle school days, I think I used to listen to Hobson. And then I think I read somewhere that Hobson, like, made beats on something called Fruity Loops. And I'm like, oh, like Fruity Loops, a free program? And so I checked it out. And it was like, first time I opened it, I remember being so frustrated with it. I'm like, okay, this ain't for me. And I remember closing the shit. But eventually, I guess I just stuck with it. And then, yeah, now I'm an FL Studio wizard. But anyways, I just use it a lot. But through me and other people, I learned how to use other things. I know I use Ableton. Actually, that's pretty much just only it. I just know I use Ableton and FL. And the hardware. I mean, I had to read a manual for this. I had to get the PDF online and figure out how to do things. But yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely a little harder, but it's about the process of it, I guess, rather than the ease of it. At least when I'm using this. And yeah, I guess a lot of my influences are more like old school. Like J Dilla is like my favorite artist. Another legendary sampler. And all the people of that era, like DJ Premier, Pete Rock, so many others. And yeah, that's just kind of the sound that's attractive to me. But definitely meet more people and work with more people. Like, I would say at first I was influenced by other artists, but now I'm more influenced by like friends than an actual artist, I would say. Like, friends that make similar music, like the people who I'm with here right now. I'm at Kaivani Studios. So, we have Sakai and Kaivani making a song in there. They're recording. We have Arlena writing the song right now. And then, of course, the one and only Katera, on the camera. We come here and make music a lot. And it's always with samples, which I love. But even my friends who don't use samples, like, people who I know who make more aggressive music, like, like Chosen's Frozen, NC-17, Kenzo, Juno's Rocket, Dylan Switzerland, everybody, they're also they've helped, I guess, change my sound too, because, if my friends are making a certain type of music, I would, of course, want to make music like them to fit in, because I want to make music with my friends. But I feel like I always fall back on what's, natural to me, which is sampling. And yeah, and at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna make music, you got, at least for me, I'm just doing this for myself. Like, I'm not really I guess I am an artist, but I don't got no type of like brand or no type of like, you know, I'm like not on social media at all. You know, I don't really release stuff. I really just do it all for me, and just kind of you know, making music's always a fun time. So I just do it to have fun, I guess. But yeah, I just enjoy the process of it. And yeah, I just like making stuff that I can listen to in my car.
Make some live.
Ooh.
Live cook.
And I guess I can do a live cook.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what happens. All right, so let's see. I got some samples in here somewhere. Let's see. Okay. Let's find another sample. Here's your little live performance, you know. Let's see. What else I got? All right. I think I got one more drum break, so we're going to use that one real quick. off the. We're gonna turn off the drums for this next one. Hold on. I forgot I had this in there. Well, anyways, this is what it just sounds like when I'm just in my room making. Like I said, I don't really do this for anybody else. Sometimes I'll just be sitting in my room and I'll just be tapping stuff out, like literally. But yeah, sometimes it comes out well. Sometimes the BPMs don't match because this is a hardware machine. It's hard to kind of make everything sync up, especially on the spot. But I think I made some cool stuff that I have saved up on here. Other than that one. Ooh. Also, there's a story behind this beat, so I'm actually glad this one came up. So, our friends know of something called the lock-in, which is something that was started by two of my good friends, two people I make music with. Geladoe, and NC-17. They rounded up all their friends together one year, got an Airbnb, and everybody just went to the Airbnb and just made music for a whole week. We all just locked in. And that was definitely a major point in my artist journey because, before that, I knew, a couple of people I'd love to make music with. One of them being Chosen is Frozen. He's the one who kind of linked me up with everybody else, funny enough. But that lock-in experience, that was like, that was pretty much the place where I met kind of all my, core music friends that I'm still friends with today. So, that was a great experience. I'm very thankful for all my friends who came and made that possible. And with this beat, the second time we did the lock-in, and when we met even more great people, one of them being another producer / drummer / artist, Benny Beats. I remember I brought this exact machine with this exact beat on it, and I remember just one of the lock-in days, the homie Benny Beats, he pulled up, and everybody was already making stuff together, and then me and Benny were like, okay, let's try to make something. And so that man, he pulled out his laptop, and he's like, oh, that's a cool little machine you got. And I showed him some beats on it, and he pretty much just like stitched 3 of my beats from this thing onto like one long, like full song. I'm like, damn, like people really out here talented. He really did like a Kenny Beats in the Cave type situation, and it was really cool. But yeah, that lock-in, both lock-ins, it was definitely amazing experience. I'm so glad it happened, and I'm glad to do it again whenever that day comes. I know everyone's got their own schedules, but that was definitely a big advancement in my music career. But yeah, shout out to Benny Beats. He's a drummer with NC-17's band, who's going to be dropping soon, as of whenever this comes out. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know if he would have already dropped yet, but coming soon. So look out for that NC-17. But yeah, let's see what else I got. See if any other stories come up. Yeah, similar to that. Matter of fact, see if I can find the beat. There's I don't really get to use this thing a lot, but one time I did get to use it. I was with one of one of the first friends I used to make music with. He goes by Bobby Beats, but I remember going to his house and being all excited when I just bought this, showing him all the stuff on there. And matter of fact, I'm gonna try to find it. There was a song that we just made on the spot there, and he put it from this machine onto his computer, and my other friend rapped on it, and I'm like, damn, I really feel like I'm doing shit the old school way. Damn, what did I name it? I can't even remember. Well, probably, was it this? It wasn't that. I need to find this beat. Oh, it was this one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Also with Bobby Beats, like I said, I've been making music with him. Like, he was someone I made music with in like high school. I remember he was like the only other person who knew how to use FL Studio. And I remember going over to his house, and we just make. At that time he wanted to be like a DJ, so we were just making like house beats and stuff like that. So, we're trying to like, make a song for Hard Summer or something. But yeah, that's another person really helped me develop my career. But yeah, now he's like official. Now he's in studios with like Black Bear and the Futuristics. He like just produced a song on the new like Black Bear album. It's really cool. But anyways, I guess that's all to say. Lots of musical friends who inspire me and who, just, push me to keep on going with music. And, I'm not chasing fame or anything when it comes to this type of stuff. I just like to hang out with like-minded people and make cool music. So, very appreciative to everybody, even people I did not mention. Shout out Jaden. Shout out Geladoe. We got a song, Damn Daddy, with Katera and Arlena coming out eventually. Who knows when? But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. So let's see if I got a cool beat to end this on. I like this one, I think.